All right, so welcome. For today's video, I got asked a question in the Q&A, and the person wanted to know, how do I burn midsection stomach fat or belly fat? Um, I've been doing this, trying that, trying diets, working out, and I haven't been able to do so yet. So this is a tough subject, and every single person in the world wants to know exactly what they need to do to burn midsection and stubborn fat, and it's not quite as easy as the media and everybody have made it out to be. So traditionally, what people do when they want to burn midsection stomach fat is they go to the gym, they do their cardio because they think cardio is the best way of burning uh, fat, and they do their ab exercises. Well, I'm going to draw a couple diagrams and kind of explain what goes on, and I want you to think logically with me as I go through this process. So, um, when people come to the gym, and the first thing they focus on is they do their ab exercises because they want their midsection to tone up and to tighten. So let's really think about the midsection and toning and what all is involved with that. Now, your midsection, believe it or not, everybody has a six pack, and you may have heard that or whatever. Might say, "Oh, well, I can't see mine." Well, it may be covered up by a snack pack, but every single person has a six pack. So think about that. So first off, think about every person has a six pack. Now, whether we can see it or not is if it is covered up by layers of fat. That's the only way you cannot see your six pack, or whether it's flat, your stomach's flat, or whether it's not, is based off of the layers of fat that we have over top of it. Now, the average person has at least 5 pieces of, whether it be DVD, ab DVDs, ab equipment at their house, this crunch machine, that crunch machine, this and that. And if you think about it, over the last 20 years, we've been inundated with these products that focus on your midsection and toning. So obviously it's not working. That's all everybody does, and if you look at the society as a whole, in the country, and the world as a whole, everybody's getting fatter. Their midsections are protruding out more. So let's think about what happens when we're doing these ab exercises. Now, you have your abdominal wall. Now, think about just like if a guy goes to the gym. He wants to grow his arms, so what does he do? He does a bunch of bicep curls, a bunch of tricep push downs, and his arms get bigger. Now, same thing with the abs. If you're doing a bunch of ab exercises, well, the abs are growing. They're getting bigger. So, if you think about that as far as the exercise goes, now, if we aren't doing anything as far as the fat goes, then we're just pushing that abdominal wall out even more, and we're pushing the fat out more. And you say, well, we're exercising, so we should probably be losing, burning some calories, burning some fat. Well, now let's take it to the next point. Next is, if you have the human body, and it's a real bad drawing, but you have the human body, you have a person's arms. If you were to break it down into large and small muscle groups, large muscle groups are going to be, I'll draw a little head. Large muscle groups are going to be legs, they're going to be the chest, they're going to be the back, so obviously the back, they're going to be shoulders, and obviously glutes. So those are large muscle groups. What we want to think of, as opposed to just doing core exercises, we want to reduce the fat. The way to reduce fat is by burning more calories than we're consuming. So, people say abs are built in the kitchen. That's not necessarily true either, because they are partially, that's a part of the equation, but another big part of the equation to get us to burn more calories than we consume is the exercises we're doing. So when we go to the gym, some of the smallest muscle groups in your body would be your abs, it would be your calves, um, and your arms and forearms. Those are small muscle groups. So if we're working those muscle groups, most of the time, which is what people do, they do cardio, they do their ab exercises. Well, those are small muscle groups. You're not going to burn that many calories, so you're not going to get in that caloric deficit that you need to get in to lose weight and to burn midsection fat. Like I said, you can't target, where you actually lose the weight. Your body's just going to do it naturally, or where you're going to burn the fat. So if you think about it logically, what you want to do is use the exercises or work on the muscle groups that burn the most calories. That way you can chip away at the layers of fat, and one day you'll have that flat stomach. So like I say, just think about it logically. You want to do the exercises that work the muscle groups, the largest muscle groups. That way you can burn the most calories, and that way eventually you'll end up with a flat stomach. As it comes to diet and nutrition, people say, diet's made in the gym. Well, you get the average person now that just wants to do cardio and they want to stick to a diet. Well, what happens is, these diets and they've restricted calories so much that your body gets to a point where it starts to hold on to whatever that you're eating. It almost people start damaging their metabolism. There's this thing called metabolic syndrome that I kind of specialize in, but they damage their metabolism because they're eating so few calories that their body doesn't have anything to burn. Think of the body as a machine or as a car. You need fuel for your car to drive, right? It's the same thing as your body. You need fuel, you need food for your body to move or to burn calories, and especially to burn fat. If you're not eating enough calories, your body will hold on to, because it will use whatever food that you're using to be able to have the organs function and to have, make sure your heart, your lungs, all that is functioning properly, that you have enough energy to get up and walk and stuff like that. It won't have the extra energy that you actually need to burn fat. So that's why calories are important, and restricting calories is not a long-term decision. It is not going to get you long-term results. You want to eat to be able to burn fat, and that's what a lot of people that come to me, I have to kind of reconstruct how they think about food and how they think about losing weight, because almost everybody's on a low-calorie diet whenever they're trying to lose weight, and they don't understand why they hit this wall so fast and then stop being able to burn fat. It's because their calories are too low. Just real quick, my average female client is probably on about 1,800 calories a day. The average male is probably on about 2,500 calories a day. It's almost, for a lot of people, almost twice as many calories as most people would normally consume. I mean, they're eating 4, 5, 6 meals a day. That way we keep that metabolism going. That's why it's important to eat more often, but you got to eat the right foods too. So I'm going to go over nutrition and diet and all that. I know a lot of people probably wanted me to show the right exercises to do to burn midsection fat, but I want you to understand physiologically that you need to burn the calories. It's not about just doing the ab exercises, because like I said, that's a very small muscle group, so you're not going to get very good results just pushing the abdominal wall out by doing more ab exercises. So I wanted to first to give you that foundation. Just remember, as I wrap up, do larger muscle group exercises. That way you'll burn more calories. Remember, you can't spot reduce where you lose weight. Otherwise, every woman would have a flat stomach, nice legs, nice butt. Every guy would have, flat stomach, big chest, big arms. Then you just spot reduce wherever. So you can't do that. And remember, just burn more calories and eat more food. You definitely want to eat more healthy, nutritious food, so that way your body has enough fuel. So that's kind of wrapping everything up. Hopefully I was clear. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit more. I will do a video explaining some of the best core exercises to do, because I know that's what everybody wants. This probably didn't answer their question where I wanted to, because you probably thought, well, I'll just show you what ab exercises to do. But if you think about it logically, then you actually get over that hurdle of spinning your wheels trying to get your abs to in your midsection to tighten and tone, and not seeing any results. So think about it that way first off. Then my next video I'll do the best ab and core exercises for